Yo, what's good guys? It's Chris from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we're back here in Folsom, California at Lifetime. This place is popping right now. I'm kind of surprised. It's the day after Christmas. Thought that it was going to be hella dead, but it's not. There's balls bouncing everywhere. That's what she said. But with that being said, we are here to talk about these guys right here. Somebody said that it says butthole right there, and on this one right there, it totally looks like it, man. It ruined the shoe for me. It didn't really. The shoe ruined the shoe for me. These are the Adidas Dame 6. So usually herringbone is where it's at. Unfortunately, that's not like everything. That's not the end all be all. The traction pattern itself is only half the battle. G.I. Joe. Rubber compound also helps, and for whatever reason, the compound that they use on these guys right here, even on this floor, is not that great. This floor is the one that I had the best experience from a traction perspective in these guys, but that was still with a ton of wiping, a lot of maintenance, all that stuff all throughout the game. What's so funny? The side of the shoe, because it says butthole, and then all the wiping I got to do on the butthole, that's not funny. That's childish.
Bottom.
But like I was saying, even on this floor, I had to maintain them all the time, and this was the best experience. So just imagine all the other places that I play at. It was a really bad experience, I gotta say. I did not like it. The rest of the shoe is not that bad, but because the traction is the foundation of the shoe, it just was no bueno for me, man. This is all bad. So going over the fit real quick, I did go down half a size. For those of you guys wondering, this is an epic 2005 classic. Check the video right over here. And with these guys, going down half a size is exactly what I would recommend. The lockdown is not perfect or anything. It's pretty minimal in my opinion. And then the materials, I don't know, they don't help anything. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes materials can be cheap and it's not a big deal. But with these guys right here, the materials sometimes buckle even with the more snug and secure fit of going down half a size. So like right here, just like my toes right there, man, and just not that great. On top of that, the durability is crap. I've only been playing indoors with these and they're peeling. It's like every time I go to stop like this, it pushes the front of it open more. Now these guys do have the squeak or the screech that a lot of people like, but I hate doing that, by the way. I think that's hella dumb, but it is what it is. If you guys like it, then that's cool. That's all that matters. But they just don't feel like they bite or anything. They feel really weak. I don't know what to say other than if you're going for the Dame 6, or maybe you have a team that you're required to play in the Dame 6, like if your team is an Adidas school, try to get a pair with solid rubber on the bottom. That's the best recommendation I could give you. Now the cushion is very nice in my opinion. It's light strike. It feels really good. It feels real well balanced and all that stuff. Heel to toe transition is pretty smooth. Impact protection is there. I still don't love it as much as I love bounce. I think that Adidas's bounce cushion is just really the stuff to go for. I hope that they're not phasing it out because that's what it kind of feels like. But I did like the implementation of the light strike on these guys way more than the Volume 4. The Volume 4 feels like a much more low profile setup. These guys just feel like a more balanced setup. So they got a little bit of give in the front and the back, kind of like with less of a drastic drop. Now something that I also like is the way that the tooling is rounded. It's reminiscent of the old feet you wear stuff. It's wide so it sticks out, and then it's also rounded around for extra mobility. Very similar to a Kyrie shoe. However, when you have the material set up like this that is just really weak, especially with the more force that you apply on there, it just like sometimes right here, man, it would just buckle on me and it would feel real weird, and I just didn't like it. Also, again, I went down half a size, and check this out. I normally don't have this problem, but look at that. The way that the heel is just not, like I can pull this whole thing off, and it's just, this is not enough. This is really disappointing in my opinion, because I normally love the Dames. The 1s are the only ones that I don't really like, and now I'm gonna have to add the 6s to the list because I think that the 2 through 5 is just fantastic. Now again, the materials are nothing special. You got a lot of textiles, cheap textiles on top of that. They don't feel as reinforced as they should. They went with the minimal setup. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. This is one of those times when it's not. There is a couple of overlays of some nicer materials, but it's pointless. Now the support on these is okay. It's nothing crazy. It does have that wide base, like I was saying, that feet you wear style or feeling underneath your foot. But when you couple that with the rounded tooling and the weak upper, I don't think they're horrible. They're definitely playable. It's just not a shoe that I'm gonna go and grab in the sea of shoes that's available. You know what I'm saying? That's how I picked 2019 best of list. I was putting kind of like stacking things up, like the Curry 6 I love. Stack it up with the Zoom Rise. Which one am I gonna go with? I'm gonna go with the Zoom Rise, so it kind of kicked the Currys off the list. That's how I feel about these when I stack these up against a Jordan 34 or a New Balance Omnis or the KD12 or whatever. I'm going for one of those other shoes, and that's not what you want when you have a signature athlete or a signature sneaker if you're like from the brand's perspective. All right guys, so that pretty much takes care of it for the performance review on the Adidas Dame 5. unfortunately. Oh, it's a Dame 6, my bad. That's how forgettable these fucking things are. That's horrible. I wish these were the Dame 5s. Man, that shoe is this close to being on my top picks list. I kind of wish that I went down to a 6 pick instead of a 5 pick, because I would have shoved those things on there. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about today. These really do make me miss the Dame 5s though. I like those a lot. But with that being said, I just don't with these, unfortunately. It doesn't hurt my heart, but when you love a line as much as I love the Dames because of how consistent it is, this kind of is a big bummer. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this helps you guys out. And until next time, y'all, me in the end. I will say, after going and rebounding my own misses, these are really comfortable. Like, the light strike in these is great. It's like the only thing about them that's good. But anyways, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. If I missed this, it's over. That's all it is, okay? Because I'm not doing it again. Clutch. That's what they do, not me. Well, I know, but that was just to play it up. I don't really do that. It's hella funny. Some guy here, when I was here my first night, I was over there playing and I started raining threes, and then one of the dudes on my team started doing that for me. Because I don't really talk shit. I just play.
Here's your little John.
He was my little John. Oh, these things are nasty. I can't believe that these didn't even last like 3 weeks.
No, I know. Where do we go from here?
This is the most disappointing shoe I've played in quite a while.
I'm surprised. Maybe it was because you were so over the shoe, but I'm surprised it didn't get an honorable mention of how disappointed you were in the 2019 video.
Well, for one, I had like specifically stated that the shoe launched too late.
Yes.
To even have it in that end of year anything.
Yeah.
Throwing it in as an honorable mention in terms of like disappointment.
Yeah.
Would have been fitting, but I feel like not even mentioning them is like more. You know what I mean? Because this is not a good shoe. It's not a horrible shoe. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not like an abomination to basketball shoes everywhere. It's not like that. But it's not what he has been releasing. Or I shouldn't say he because it's not his fault. But
Adidas.
Yes, it's not what Adidas has been releasing since the Dame 2s as like a Dame shoe. If this was the follow-up to the Dame 1, I'd have been like, oh, that's a kind of an upgrade. But after having the Dame 2 was such a good shoe. The Dame 3 was a good shoe. The Dame 4 was a good shoe. The Dame 5 was a damn good shoe. But this though, this shouldn't even follow that shoe up.
This shoe looks like it got ran over.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this shoe, look, I don't even know what to say at this point. Okay, I don't know what to say. The only thing that's good about this shoe is that the light strike cushion is super comfortable. That's it. That's it. Like, nothing in this shoe is like, ooh, that's awesome. I can't wait to do that again. I really just can't believe that they started falling apart.
Yeah.
I don't do this to my shoes a lot. Like, every once in a while, there's a pair that like I'll really play in like a lot. Like my Jordan 34s are one of them where like now they're really starting to like, they look up, you know what I mean? But like, I've been playing in those any chance that I can get when I'm not playing in something else. So I get that. But this is just my normal testing period. Couple of weeks, 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes 4 weeks, and you already look like you got ran over and shit. Like, these look like somebody like found them at the park and was like, ooh, these are decent, you know what I mean? And like took them home.
They're the lost and found bin.
Yeah, like, and I'm just kind of like, what the hell? Like, it's super disappointing because I love the Dame line. I gotta say, it's one of the most consistent lines. The Dame line, the Curry line, the Kobe line. Like, if you know what you want, each of those shoes got like that stuff. Like it's got like, you won't be surprised. These I was surprised with because I was like, where is all the stuff that I like? You know, it's just not here. It's not.
It went fishing?
Maybe he hit that one shot and he was like, you know what I mean? Like that was it. You know that meme when he, so that's what I feel like he's looking at me right now, talking about these, and he's like, what you mean, fool? These aren't butthole. Yeah, they are. Ain't ruthless. These are butthole. Everybody keeps saying it really does. The traction might be the most disappointing thing. I couldn't get grip out of these except for one court.
It had so much promise and potential and
just totally let me down. The way the material cups your foot is weak, the heel weak, and this is going down half a size, and every step that I, like, oh, I'm gonna pull back real quick, or oh, I'm gonna move over here, and then boom, this thing keep peeling every time I do that. I'm just mad disappointed, that's all. I hope that not everybody feels the same way as I do. I hope that there's a lot of people out there that bought this shoe and they're like, nah, man, I love these, because I don't ever want people to feel like they just wasted their money. That's the whole reason, or like one of the main reasons why I started the channel, is because I was looking for something and I didn't want to waste my money, and so I ended up doing that anyways. Not because the shoe that I tested was bad, it's just that like that was the Jordan 2009 was the most expensive shoe on the market. And I was like, is it really worth the 175 or whatever it was retailing for? So I bought it to see. Now we're here or whatever, but like this is a shoe where usually the Dame shoe is like one of the more bang for your buck models. And even at its cheaper price point in comparison to other signature shoes or other shoes out there, it's not worth it to me based off of my experiences. But yeah, that's just a little bit more of my elaborate thoughts since the on-court thoughts were so short and sweet.
To the point.
Man, I just don't like these. But if you need any more information, you can always click the link in the description box below. It'll head you over to WearTesters.com. You could read some more stuff. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more there. I don't know. Maybe not. You can also see the scorecard and how much they weigh and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, overall, not a great way to start 2020. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So until next time, guys,